going on, YouTube, and welcome back to another local comic shop spotlight video featuring me, Edwin, the comic jabroni. Guys, today's video we are going to show you another one of Augusta, Georgia's comic book stores. Hey, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, guys, and you enjoy comic books and you enjoy retro video games and comic book store showcases and all that great nostalgic retro nerdy greatness, hey guys, think about hitting that subscribe button and joining the hashtag Comic Jabroni Nation. And for those 44% of you guys that are watching my videos but aren't subscribed, I would ask you guys to hit that subscribe button. We are so close to hitting that 1,500 subscriber mark. I'm about 30 away and I can't wait to get to that, so help me get to that 1,500 mark. But enough of that, let's get into the local comic shop showcase. So since I've gotten here to Augusta, Georgia, I've been going around town. I've been going to different towns and different cities trying to check out new comic book stores. But when I do that, I also like to get footage of the inside of the store, and I ask the owner, whoever's working, hey, can I do this so I can put it on the YouTube channel and show other people this comic shop? Well, this place is called Dead Media Collectibles, and it is ran by a gentleman named Angel. I've been in there about 3 or 4 times, and I've actually done a video before, but didn't have footage of the inside of the store. So I decided, hey, yesterday, let's go to the store, let's check it out again, see if I can find some fire, and also take footage of the inside of the store. Angel was super down with that. Awesome guy. I love going to that store and just shooting the shit with him. Most of the time that I go in there, there's gonna be a couple other people in there, but him and I, we have great conversations because it is such a smaller store. So enough talk, let me show you what the inside of the store looks like. So as you can tell, guys, it is a smaller store, not very big, but what Angel does is he packs so much retro greatness into that store, and it is called Dead Media Collectibles. So for sure, it has a ton of old school stuff. He's got VHS tapes, he's got magazines, comic books, toys, like ranging back from the 60s and 70s and 80s. He's got DVDs and Blu-rays, which seem to be a dead media kind of nowadays because everybody's going to streaming services. I absolutely love going into the store because Angel and I, we have great conversations, like I said, but he is somebody that doesn't try to kill you with the prices on his comic books. He understands as a business guy, as a businessman, that you need to put the prices of the items you have for sale at a price where people are going to buy them. He told me himself, I'm not running a museum. I'm not here to have stuff up just for people to look at and not want to buy. I price things so it sells, and I absolutely love that about this store. I try to hit this store up at least once every 2 weeks because he has some amazing items in this store. So I'm going to show you a comic book haul, and this is from 2 different times that I've been into the store. We're going to start off with independent books, we'll get into Marvel, and then we'll finish out with DC. I also was able to get my hands on my first in my personal collection Golden Age book. I am super excited to have a Golden Age finally in my collection, so that's going to be at the very end of the video. So you guys know I'm an absolutely huge Ninja Turtle fan, so that's always probably the first section that I go to. And I picked up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret History of the Foot Clan. This is issue number 2, and it is the retailer incentive. I already have the A covers and the B covers for this series, but I could never find the retailer incentive. So he had issue number 2, and he also had issue number 4 for the retailer incentive. And I've talked about it in the past that the Secret History of the Foot Clan is one of the best stories, mini-series stories going for the IDW run. Keeping it going with Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures issue number 67 right here. Super low print run, and even lower because it's a newsstand, guys. Absolutely love getting these Turtle Adventure books. So he had 67. He had issue 68. Here is issue 69. And then the last one I was able to grab was issue number 70. And they're all, bam, they're there. Boom, 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 all newsstands, guys. So I had to pick those up. That later run on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures, super hard to find. They are rare. They didn't make many. The print run was super low. But then on top of that, to get newsstands in very, very awesome, great condition. I gotta say, these are practically near mint. I have to. Oh man, just incredible, incredible. Keeping it going with Turtles though, my boy Bubs Comics. Bubs, the other night we were on a live stream, and I'm gonna try to link it up here if Perry still has it available. But Bubs kept showing a book. Hey, Edwin, yo, Jabroni, check this book I got. Check this book I got. And I said, ooh, that's a nice book. And it is Turtle Soup, issue number 1. And what Bubs was telling me is this is the first issue where the Turtles meet Usagi Yojimbo. So I couldn't let Bubs outdo me, right? I couldn't let Bubs get a book in Turtles that I didn't have. So, boom, Bubs, I got it, brother. Keeping it going with indies, this past week there was a little bit of spec fire with Aliens and Predators because those two intellectual properties have transitioned over to Marvel. So now Marvel's gonna be creating Aliens and Predator books, and maybe Aliens versus Predator. So while I was going through, I saw some Aliens versus Predator. First one from Dark Horse, there is Aliens versus Predator issue number 1. That isn't the first time that they fought each other, but I really like this cover, guys. I'm a big fan of Predator from the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. That's about the only reason I'm a fan of Predator. I just absolutely love seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger in that movie. But the first time that they actually met is going to be in Dark Horse Presents issue 36. So I like this cover. I like the blue. But not only did he have the regular cover, but he had the variant as well. I was ecstatic to find those, and priced at $3 and $4. I could not pass that up just to have the first battle between Predator and the Aliens. Another book that's been spiking because of some movie speculation, and if I can find it at a super cheap price, I'll always pick up these spec books, guys. I don't go out of my way to go on eBay and pay, $50, $60, $100 for a spec book, but if I can find it for, $4, $3, I'll definitely pick it up. And that book is Beavis and Butthead issue number 1. This picked up some spec heat because I think they're gonna make a new TV show or a movie, again, based off of Beavis and Butthead, and I paid $3. So guys, for $3, you can't beat that.
My name is Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole.
Guys, so hey, Beavis and Butthead, if you're out there and you find a Beavis and Butthead number 1 for $3, guys, for $3, hey, pick it up. You never know where where it'll go, where the spec heat will go. Maybe it'll die down, but I didn't kill myself for $3. I'm all good. That's it with indies. Let's get into Marvel. We're gonna start off with more modern books, and we'll work our way down into the Bronze Age. First book I picked up was Wolverine, Old Man Logan, issue number 67. This is part of that the original Old Man Logan run. This isn't the first issue. I think there's one before this, 66, which I didn't have any of this run. Yeah, I don't think I had any of this run. And this is actually the first appearance of Ashley Barton, who ends up becoming Spider. I think that's her name. Kind of weird. I'm gonna bleep out that part, but there you go, guys. Bam, 67. And I also was able to get issue 68, which I think this is where Ashley Barton becomes the Spider. So there you go. If you see these out there, definitely pick those up. Another book that has some spec heat because that Venom 2, the Venom 2 movie is gonna be coming out here soon, guys, and Carnage is in it. Well, this is a book, picked up some heat, and I found it, and it's also a newsstand. It's the Maximum Carnage Begins Here, Spider Unlimited, issue number 1, and I found it in a newsstand, and I was able to pick this one up for $5, guys. So there you go. You don't have to go to auctions. You don't have to go on eBay to pick up these spec books. You just have to go hunting, guys, because these books are still out there, and they're still out there for cheap prices. So there you go. Spider Unlimited, issue number 1. Was able to pick that up. And another book that I think last year people were talking about, and I have a direct edition copy of it. I didn't have this newsstand, and that is Wolverine issue number 80. So the controversy behind this book is that there is a test tube in this book that says X-23. So people are out there trying to say that this is the first cameo appearance of X-23. But again, it's a newsstand, guys. So any books that is in the 90s and the 2000s, the early 2010s, if it's a newsstand, I'm definitely picking that up, especially if it's a key, because the print run was just super low. And again, man, I paid $4 for this book, so I couldn't pass that up. Keeping it going with some X-Men. This is a book I did not have in my run, and every time I see it, it's too expensive for my taste. You know, I just didn't want to pay. I've seen it at some places. I've seen it for 20, 25, $30, and I just didn't want to pay that price. But I was able to find this one for $8, and that is Uncanny X-Men issue 201. And this is the first appearance of Cable as a baby. And I was able to get this for $8. So I couldn't pass that up. A book in my X-Men personal collection that I didn't have, so I wanted to have that in the PC. Last Marvel book that I was able to pick up, and I've kind of been on a second appearance kick, and I've talked about it in my Savannah video, and I'm gonna link that right up there. Second appearances, guys, these are books that aren't gonna break your bank right now, because first appearances will, right? People are out there hunting, actively hunting for first appearances of major characters, but second appearances kind of fly under the radar. And one of the second appearances that I was able to get was Marvel Premiere issue 48. Featuring the Ant-Man. This is the second appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man. And as you can tell down here in the bottom, I paid $10. I think for me, that's a great price for a Bronze Age book with a major character. I think Ant-Man's a major character. He's made it into the MCU. People absolutely love that first movie with him in it. People really like the second movie too. I was a fan of it. So to pick up that one for $10, hey, I'll take that all day. And I love these Marvel premieres with the yellow that they did on the backgrounds. Guys, those, is
beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite cover.
All right, let's move into DC. Again, what I'm gonna do with DC, we're gonna start off at the modern, and we're gonna work our way down. First book up, I'm a huge Batman Beyond fan, and this is a Batman Beyond book that I didn't have. Super easy to find, it's out there a ton, but I didn't have it in my collection, and that is Batman Beyond Rebirth, issue number 1. And I picked this one up for $3, couldn't pass that up. Also, I'm on a Harley Quinn kick, guys. Harley Quinn, I know there are a lot of people out there that either absolutely love her or absolutely cannot stand Harley Quinn. I kind of fall a little skewed to the right on this one. I like Harley Quinn. Not so much what they've done with her lately, but I'm a fan, and I know Harley Quinn covers sell. People are out there actively looking and hunting for Harley Quinn. So I found a little run in the early Harley Quinn, and that is, here we go, Harley Quinn issue number 9. This is actually the first time her hyenas were on the cover, done by the Dodsons. This one was done by Terry and Rachel Dodson. So I picked up issue number 9. Also picked up issue number 10. This is the first time that she dresses up as Batgirl. Picked that one up for $5, man. That's a dope. I absolutely love that cover. Also picked up issue 14. This one was a $4 book. Issue number 14 with her and Poison Ivy on the cover, which anytime you see Harley, Poison Ivy always seems to be right there in the mix. So that's a cool, they make a definitely an awesome tag team duo. And then the last Harley book I got was Harley Quinn issue number 19 with her and Superman on the cover. Picked that one up for $5. So I am trying to complete that Harley Quinn, that 2000s Harley Quinn run. There are some in that run that are really, really expensive. But I think I've gotten the most expensive one out of that, which is like number 1. Another book that picked up heat a couple weeks ago because Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman in one of the new movies. I don't know which movie it is, but Michael Keaton's coming back as Batman because he is the, I guess he's everybody's favorite? I don't know. He's one of my favorites as Batman, but I picked up the Batman. This is the official comic adaptation of that 1989 Batman movie. There you go. Man, and grab that for $4. Hey, and to tell you the truth, I am away from my actual personal collection back in San Antonio, and I couldn't remember if I actually had this in my collection. So I said, to hell with it. Let's buy another one. And then the last book that I picked up for DC, and then we're gonna get into the Golden Age book. The last book I picked up, always looking for Bronze Age greatness. That is, in my opinion, that's my favorite run of comics, man. That Bronze Age, 1971 to about 1983, 84. I love the covers, I love the stories, I love the artwork, I love everything that there is about Bronze Age. And this is a book I didn't have, and it is Mr. Miracle, issue number 5. Jack Kirby greatness right there, guys. And I picked this up for $5, man. These early Mr. Miracles, I love just the covers. It's like something about Bronze Age books, and even kind of Silver Age too, but Bronze Age for sure, it's like its own comic panel on the cover. A lot of modern books don't really do that anymore, man. You see a modern comic cover and it doesn't look anything like this. This is just some absolutely beautiful artwork right there by Jack Kirby. Guys, woo! And this is the first appearance of, I think it's Dr. Wunderbar. Dr. Wunderbar. I think that's the first appearance of that character. So, man, Mr. Miracle's awesome. But enough of DC, enough of Marvel, and enough of indies. Let's get into the Golden Age book that I finally got for my collection. Now, Golden Age is something that I really haven't dipped my toe into because a lot of these books are super expensive, especially in high grade. And I'm gonna tell you right now that this book is not high grade, but I couldn't pass it up because this is what they call a rare book. There's only one in this comic line, and it is a Gil Kane cover, guys, from 1945, right? 1945, we got Meteor Comics issue. It's not really even issue number 1 because it was the only one made, but it is from November of 1945. Now, as you could tell, yes, it's not in the best shape, but I wanted it in my personal collection, guys. This is a book that doesn't come up very often on eBay. It's a book you don't really see often on my comic shop, so I had to have it. On the back, I paid $35, but because I bought a bunch of stuff, he actually gave me a discount on everything. So that's the great thing about Angel, man. If you obviously in a lot of other comic shops, if you buy in bulk, they're gonna kind of give you a discount. But I've been there so often, man. Angel he hooks it up. Awesome guy. But yeah, Meteor Comics, man, from November of 1945, Gil Kane cover, man. First Golden Age book in the Comic Jabroni's collection, man. Next up on the list, I will tell you, next up on the list for the Comic Jabroni is to get a Golden Age Batman or Detective Comics. Man, that is definitely the next thing on the Comic Jabroni's list. Do you guys out there have any Golden Age books in your personal collection? I know it's tough to get into the Golden Age because, like I said, it is very expensive, but man, some of those covers, especially for Batman and Detective, they are just absolutely amazing and just takes you back, to a time that is long gone, guys. But hey, if you like more of these videos, definitely check out these other comic haul videos and let me know what you have in your collection. Hit that subscribe button, should be right around here. But until next time, I'm Edwin the Comic Jabroni. Take it easy.
It's over 9,000.